I stopped doing curly hairstyles on my hair because my hair is very thick, and anytime I attempted a curly hairstyle, meaning a hairstyle that was meant to highlight my curl definition, I would practically slip on my hair, and I just didn't have the patience or time for that. The last time I attempted a curly hairstyle was this video on the right here, and as you can see, it came out a mess. I have been mentally preparing myself to get back into DIY hairstyling, and I mean some really creative styles. The reason I say I have been mentally preparing is because I know the volume of work involved if you don't want to do just the basic protective styles, the braids, the twists, the cornrows that I do, which are mostly on the bigger side. If you want to do intricate styles, it requires patience, it requires creativity, it requires you to understand your hair, it requires you to take your time and look at the products that actually work and choose to use those products instead of just using the trending products that people with looser curl types or curl patterns use to achieve certain styles. And so today I'm going to be doing the inverted styling hairstyle that's currently trending on my hair, but this time I am working very slowly and I am going to be taking my time handling my hair with care while doing this hairstyle. This is such a big deal for me, and it is in sharp contrast with the way that I used to do styles like this in the past. One reason why I rarely attempted wash and goes is because, like I said at the beginning of the video, my hair is very thick, and even though my hair was shorter at that time, by the time you stay and you do the entire curling process that is required when doing a wash and go, you will almost spend the entire day. And let's not forget, my hair is on the kinkier side. It is not a loose curl type or curl pattern, and so I have to swirl or twirl my finger around the little sections of hair that I pat out and apply product to multiple times, like you will see me do in this video. Now imagine doing that from your scalp to the ends of your hair. Just a very draining, a very tasking process. And so I attempted a wash and go about 3 times ever since I started growing my hair in 2015, just 3 times, and then I called it quits and focused on doing other hairstyles that didn't demand so much. But now I'm going to be doing this inverted styling hairstyle. The reason I choose to do this hairstyle is because I have seen the hairstyle on people with all manner of textures of hair, from looser curl types or curl textures or curl patterns to kinkier curl types. So from type 3 hair to type 3B, 3C hair, and I've seen a type 4A hair, but I've not exactly seen somebody with my texture of hair doing it by doing finger curls. And so I decided to do this hairstyle like this so that I could show you guys what it would look like if you have my texture of hair and you want to attempt this hairstyle. And by the way, I'm going to be bringing a series of hairstyles that I'm going to be doing where I show you guys how to do certain hairstyles if your hair texture is similar to mine. The entire goal is to show you what the hairstyle will look like when you do it properly, so that you have an idea of what to expect instead of just having the people with looser curl types for reference. The process of getting the style done is relatively easy. I started on blow dried hair, which you saw at the start of the video. Then I parted my hair into thin sections at the back. I worked with sections as small as I could manage, and then as you see me do here, after applying the gel, I used Eco Styler gel. I used my fingers to further part each section of hair into smaller portions, and then I twirled the portions with the gel on it so that I had curly ends like this. And you're going to see the hair at the end of the video when it completely dries. Now I'm not working on freshly washed hair. My hair is actually 2 weeks since my last wash, so we're due for a wash, and whenever I have to use gel on my hair, I like to do it closer to when I am about to wash my hair, except in rare instances because of the gel. I don't like gel to sit on my hair for too long because it dries my own hair out. That's just how I work. So look at the size of sections I'm parting. They were quite small. Now I observed that this was easier for me. In the past, if I was going to attempt something like this, you won't believe how big the section would have been. Meanwhile, I was trying to get my hair to curl. So when it comes to curlier hairstyles, especially when your hair type is on the kinkier, coilier side, you will need to make your sections, portions, or segments smaller, as small as you can comfortably manage, so that you are able to curl your hair very well. And this goes for pretty much every style that involves you curling your hair, including rod sets, perm rollers and the likes. I learned this the hard way, so that's just what I did, and then I repeated that process for my entire hair. So after parting the hair at the back, I split the section into like this, and then I turn the section on the right to my right and also turn the section on my left to my left. Try to neutralize or center them so that when I apply water and then apply the gel and then I start twirling each portion of hair around my fingers, it doesn't just fall to my side, but it falls back in place towards the back. So for the amount of hair that I sprayed water and added product to, you can see that I didn't spray water or add product to the whole head. I just did the ends, a little bit of hair after the ends. I didn't even do up to half of the section of hair. It's called inverted styling because you're not styling your whole hair. It just focuses on the ends of the hair, curling the ends, styling the ends, working with the ends, and this is what we have. One of the reasons I also don't really like wash and goes is because they make my hair shrink so much. But of course, the longer your hair gets, it doesn't matter the style that you do. If it's a curly hairstyle, the volume is still going to show through, so you no longer have to worry about that. For the front of the hair, I had considered going with a side part or a center part, but I choose to do bangs at the last minute because I felt that the bangs would come out looking really good. And so it was only the front of the hair, that's my edges, that I applied water to the whole section of hair. Then I went back to working with just the ends of the hair. And guys, at this point, I had already seen that this looked really, really, really beautiful. Like I was already seeing what the hairstyle was going to look like. And by the way, I've never gotten a cut that's a curly cut. I've not shaped my hair before. I've not gotten any kind of professional haircut. It's something that I am considering doing in the future as well. And also something like a silk press. I have a salon that I have in mind to go get a silk press, but when that time comes, I'm going to get that done. We don't have a curly cut salon here that handles things like this. So I'm going to have to figure out how to go about that, or just dedicate one day of my time towards doing a full wash and go where I wash my hair but I don't apply any product like moisturizer, like oil. I instead use just gel, maybe this Eco Styler, and I apply that from my scalp all the way to my ends just to see how curly the hair is going to be. And let's just see, when that time comes, I'll know what to do. One thing I have observed with my hair is that as I have gotten older and as my hair has grown out, the texture has changed. When my hair was shorter, it was more on the 4A, 4B curl type. But now that it is a little longer, I am more on the 4B, 4C curl type. I like it. I'm okay with it. And it's no problem. It's just something I wanted to point out. Now that I am done applying the products to all of my hair, I'm going to blow dry the hair. And I like the fact that as I blow dried the hair, it got dried and all of the whitish residue that we see visible here was gone. So yeah, this hairstyle was pretty, I wouldn't call it fun. It was time taking. That's one thing for sure. But I definitely like the turnout. I like the way that it looked. To stretch the hair, I did the banding method. I'm going to make a short form video about that. And when I upload that short form, I'm going to link it to this long form so that you see both of them. But so far so good. This came out really, really well. I'm very pleased with the result. We are almost done with our 100 days of content challenge. I will have to end the challenge so that I can do 100 days of long form content on my second channel, which is a different niche. But I'm still going to be posting videos here several days of the week. And my next series is not just going to be hair care videos, but it's going to be hairstyling videos. I want you guys to stay tuned for that. I've not done hairstyles for fussy hair in a very long time, and I feel like you guys deserve some creative hairstyles, just new perspective, new inspiration styles, that you can do for your hair, and that's why I want to begin this series. So if you have any hairstyle in mind that you would like to see me do, not cornrows, not braids, not the same hairstyles I have done for the past several years, just fresh hairstyles with a new perspective, go ahead and leave them in the comment section and I will take my pick from them and do videos on them. But that's it for this video. Hope you guys found this helpful. If you decide to try this hairstyle, definitely come back and let me know how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.